And welcome to PSGL F11 round 14. It's the final round of the season and it will be ended at Brazil. I'm Sonor joined by Lewis Marshall as always.
Yes, hello everybody, hope you're doing well.
And today we have, unfortunately, not both of the championship contenders with us, but we do have Dino in second place, 1 point off Black Phoenix in first. So, do you want to start, Marshall?
Yeah, so firstly Dino, I know you're experiencing FP and all that, but is this the first total challenge as
Yes,
well?
it is. Yeah, my first title challenge.
How are you feeling towards that? Are you excited, nervous, bit of both, or
Nervous? Quite nervous for it.
and Brazil, do you like the track? Do you like rain here, or do you just
Uh, I think a wet race would throw it a bit more open. I think I'm not fond on the wet races at all. I'd rather it be dry all the way through. But with it being Brazil, you never know what happens.
yeah? And in qualifying, are you gonna do your normal strategy, going out really
Uh,
late, or you're gonna get an early
nah,
lap in this time?
I think I think I probably should really get an early lap in because there's more to play. It's more to play for tonight.
Hmm. And do you think you could get close to Black Phoenix in qualifying or the race today?
Uh, I'd like to think so. I know that in time trial, before he's done some laps today, we was very, very close. But, let's see what happens. If I'm
Yeah.
behind him, I'm behind him.
Do you think? I know. Do you think your Ferrari teammate Steve could help you out at all? Like extend the stint, try and hold you
Uh,
up?
I'd like him to help, but it depends on whereabouts he is on track. If he's behind me, then he'll be fighting his own race. If he's ahead, fighting with Phoenix, he'll try his best to help me out as much as possible.
Yeah. And also, we've got other quick drives in there, like Reds last week, very quick. Dion,
Yes,
Gendrick,
yeah.
Sabetti, Steve, of course, all quick drivers. Any of them scare you that could cost you the championship? Like not like
Uh,
take you out, but just beat you in on track.
Dion and Red, well, especially Red after last week, he'll definitely be up there. Dion's had hit and miss races over the past few weeks. Steve's he's been consistent, and Mark could be up there as well. He'll be up there tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. I feel like Brazil
Yeah,
always chucks up a good racing.
yes, it always does. Throw up a good race for FP.
Yeah. Sanjay, you get the questions for Dino or
I do believe you have covered most of what I was wondering about, and just for reference to one of your questions, Marshall, it doesn't really matter if there is another car between the two of them, because whoever finishes first of Black
oh
Phoenix
yeah.
and Dino wins the championship, as it is 1 point. So,
Imagine
well,
if
at
it's
least
one
in
of
the
the winners
higher
though.
positions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But except for that,
we
though,
could tie on points, even if we both finish on the podium. If I finish second, he finishes third and gets fastest lap.
yeah,
We'll tie, but he'll win it back. He'll win it on countback.
that is true.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, though, the constructors has been wrapped up, Dino, and it's only the drivers' championship left. Like, how would you rate your season from a scale from 1 to 10 before the race and after, in
Uh,
depending on if you win or not?
I'm gonna I'm gonna say a 9 because I never was expecting to be this high up and even have the constructors is a bonus for me.
Not bad, not bad. Not gonna lie, I thought you would say it would be a little lower if you didn't win the
No,
championship, but
I've been happy with it. If whatever happens tonight. If Phoenix wins, he's deserved it.
fair enough. And I do have to agree on that. Whoever of the two of you that wins has deserved it then. But nonetheless, I don't really have any more questions, so just good luck for the race, and
Yeah.
we'll probably see you after the race as well.
Yeah, if I finish off the podium, I'll probably jump in.
Yeah, I think we will invite.
Wait.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
even if you're not on the podium.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, hopefully it's a good race for the people watching and for you two as well.
Hopefully, yeah.
Usually is.
Yeah. Right. I'll talk to you after.
Indeed.
Yeah. Good luck.
And over to us, Marshall. Final race of the season. Also the final race for us as commentators in PSGL for the foreseeable future at least.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
It's just been fun. That's it. It's just we've met some great people, had some great moments in races. It's just been really fun the past few
I
seasons.
gotta agree with that. Although I do feel like there has been a little lacking of flips this season though.
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah.
A couple of seasons back we would have like 2 or 3 flips in the season.
Per
Now
season, yeah.
this season we've had none.
But at least this season we've got the closest championship fight we've had.
No, that's
So-
actually true. We haven't had a this close of a championship fight as far as I can remember. There has been close fights at the beginning of the seasons, but they've usually been wrapped up pretty dominantly in the second half of the season. Until
Yeah.
now, though, where we have 1 point separating Dino and Black Phoenix. And, well, I'm just gonna spill it. Who's your favorite today? Who do you think will take it?
I I think Black Phoenix will take it. Just I think on raw pace he's probably quicker than Dino, but Black Phoenix does tend to gain more incidents than Dino does. So if Dino gets a good qualifying and gets a good start, maybe Dino, but I think Black Phoenix will steal it tonight.
Interesting. What factor do you, or how much of a factor do you think Steve can play in today's race? Obviously, usually being up there with his teammate Dino, and Black Phoenix not really getting the same amount of help from Juho in the second alpha. Like, you think they might be able to make that work in advantage for Dino?
If they can, then yeah. Depends on Steve's race. If he's having a good race, or not. So if he's not having a good race, you could try and help Dino. But
Well, something I have noticed in especially this second half of the season is that although Dino he looks like the better overall driver of him and Steve, but Steve he's almost looked like he's had a little bit of an edge on Dino in quali.
yeah, Steve's been really good qualifier, but I feel like this season he just made silly errors and mistakes and penalties. That's cost him. But to be fair to him, he has improved a lot. Like the last few races, he got that podium in Canada, I believe.
His first podium of the season. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if it. I don't think it's his first in PSGL overall, but I know it
No,
was
it's
his
first
first
of
this
the
season.
season. Yeah. So if he can nail that down, and sort out the penalty issues, I think he could possibly up there with Dino in the future.
Indeed.
And obviously we've got people like Red, Dion, Sabetti can have good races, Gendrick, RP's been looking quick recently.
There is a lot of people who could challenge these two championship rivals up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, though, like I said, though, it doesn't really matter if there is a car between Black Phoenix and Dino, no matter what way it is, because in most cases this race, whoever is first of the two of them on track is going to win, as it is just 1 point. Of course, you could throw in the fastest lap point there, and that could play a factor, or when they get a little lower down towards, I believe it is like 7th place and lower, then I think there might only be 1 point separating some positions and stuff. So, but in most scenarios, I do believe we'll have them both at the front end. Well, between first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, there's a minimum of 2 points separating the positions. So, I do think we're gonna see the situation where whoever finishes first is the winner.
Yeah, I do agree with that. And I think if Dino does lose the championship, I think the only reason of that is his qualifying. His qualifying, for me, isn't as good as Black Phoenix's.
Well,
This season we've
I
noticed
would
it a few
agree on that
times.
if we're gonna point out the weaknesses for them. Then, like, I would say Dino's weakness and what might have cost him the title this season would be quality. And if you turn it the other way around for Black Phoenix, I would probably say like a few silly incidents.
Like the one at China, if you remember, in
Yeah,
the last corner.
like it's been a little incident prone sometimes. But except for that, though, the both of them have usually been rock solid throughout the whole season, and I do believe the gap down to Dion from Dino is 45 points, which just shows how dominant these two have been.
Yeah. And just to point out something on track, Fred has gone
I've
out on
noticed.
inters.
I
Fred
really
has
don't
gone
hope
out.
he's planning on actually going out on them, but I did notice as
He's on,
well.
he's on track on them right now. So maybe you watch the save the slicks for the race. Or...
I don't really have a good response to that.
maybe in this game it's raining. Wouldn't it be surprised knowing Cody's?
uh, let's see who. Well,
I
is it
think it's
actually Black
Williams.
Phoenix? Is the first one to start? No, wait. You're right.
Yeah, it's Milam, I think.
Well, I will stay on Black Phoenix now, as he is the championship leader. Going through turn 1 and through the Senna is looking very steady there.
Seen a few mixed strategies as well. We've seen 5 drivers on the
Mm-hmm.
mediums, so maybe it's just a bit of practice with them for the race, but I think most of them were on softs by the end of qualifying.
I would think so.
There's look,
Black Phoenix through the second sector. A little bit of back end twitch out of that corner, but except for that, the lap has looked very steady. Like, it hasn't looked insanely quick or anything, but it's looked very steady.
There's my lap as well, just an 8.5.
Oh, your mic is lovely tonight, Marshall.
I guess that's soft.
As Phoenix is putting up a 107.2, and yes, it was sarcasm.
Ah,
Now, Steve with a 108.1 on the mediums, that's not bad. Jendrik with a 108.2 on the soft tires. Saberi dives into the pit. What about Dion? He's in the middle sector.
oh, I see Luke on track.
And your mic is still not that great.
What is going on? Alright, let's just turn the stream off.
Dion over the line to do a 1:08.4, which puts him 5th at the moment. And
That's a bit better.
surprisingly, 3/10 off Steeder, so the medium lap Stee has put in can't have been that bad.
Is it alright now?
Looks like it.
Good. I just had the stream up on my phone, so
Yeah, I don't think that was a good idea then.
yeah. As Black Phoenix, there's a 7.2, almost a second quicker than Terminator.
Yeah, in the meantime, Dino is still sitting in the pit like usual, so...
Ooh. Yeah. He said he's going to get
we
no
have
lap
we,
in
we
as
have
well.
talked about it multiple times already. I know that he
Yeah.
wants to see what the others do before he goes out, but in my opinion, it's just not the greatest way of doing it. It's better to just get in the lap to begin with.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to see the laps, and when they all pit, he goes out, so they've got track by himself.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if that's gonna work though, Marshall. As when you are actually on your lap, then there could be a lot of people on out laps.
And out, yeah. As I don't
However,
think
there is no
anyone's...
drivers on a lap right now.
I bet he's an outlap. Luke, he might be going for another lap soon on mediums.
Maybe. Nonetheless, though, just quickly before Sabedi starts his lap, we're just gonna mention Brutal Democracy, PSGL's official partner, and you can find them on brutaldemocracy.com. BDG_esports on Twitter, One Brutal Force on Twitch, Brutal Democracy on YouTube, and Brutal Democracy on Instagram. Sponsoring the top 3 tiers by a prize pool of 250 quid, I believe. It's a great contribution from them. Nonetheless, though, Sabedi has started his lap, and we will follow him around as he is now heading towards turn 4, I believe this is. It is.
Yeah. I was just
Now,
watching Luke's lap.
and now Sabedi through this fast turn 5.
Looks a bit cautious, aren't it, in the middle sector?
By Sabedi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looked like he broke too much for turn 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah, so somebody's
So
name pop up on
it looked a little bit cautious, but nonetheless, and he has not aborted.
I thought you backed off for a second then.
I thought he did too, but it is 1:01.
8.1, yeah. Dino is out on track right now.
On his out lap, we will follow Mark for a moment though, as he's on his lap.
Jeez, they had 2 cars like a roadblock then.
It did look like he got past without any big issues at least. As
Yeah,
he's
I don't
now
think he
in
lost
this
any
second
time.
sector. I'm not gonna lie, Marshall, from the drivers we've seen so far, it looks like everyone is just looking very steady in the second sector there.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at laptops like Red, who was quick last week in America, just broke into the 7s, so that's 7.2.
But look at that though, Mark with 107.3, so he's definitely gonna want to be up there today.
Yeah, we're gonna get a podium at the end of the season.
We're gonna jump over to Dino now. The driver in second place in the championship, 1 point off Black Phoenix before today.
16.6 first sector. I'm not sure if that's good or not.
I have no idea either, but he has invalidated. And this is why you want to get out as soon as the session is up, so you can get that first lap in.
Yeah.
But his teammate Steve is on a lap as well, and he's on the soft tires now.
Oh, who's that? Milam's spun at the center S's.
No. Let's see, it's the 6
It's
tenths
6
up on
tenths
his
up.
time right now, so that would be in the mid
Mid sevens.
sevens.
Yeah.
And
Maybe getting a bit
maybe
more
he's
time
been
at the
able
end.
to get a little better traction out of that final corner as he crosses the line to do a 107.4.
Oh.
So right behind Mark and Black Phoenix then.
Imagine if Steve outqualifies Black Phoenix. That would be massive for Dino.
Well, right
As a,
now, I think there's 3 drivers who is ahead of the rest of the field, and that is Black Phoenix, Mark and Steve.
Dino is on the lap again.
Now let's see, Erminator over line to do 107.6.
Decent lap from
Moving a
Haas.
little bit closer as well.
Let's see how Dino carries the speed through the middle sector.
I will just take Dion over the line first, as he's gonna do a 107.3 just behind Mark. And let's see, Dino then out of the final corner and on
Oh,
to the main straight.
what's that?
What will Dino do? It's gonna be a 107.3, and it is right behind Dion. So extremely tight for that second place at the moment.
Yeah, Phoenix in first, Dino in fourth though. And who was that Alpha Tauri? Was it Luke? Must have been his the only Alpha
Uh,
Tauri.
yeah, it must have been him. Now let's see then, Luke going through this fast right-hander. Personally, one of my favorite corners on this track.
It is fun to be fair. Just chucking the car in.
And you really gotta chuck it in too. Like you
Yeah.
can't hesitate in that corner, because if you do, then like you
Just lose
you
speed
just
one corner.
run wide and either invalidate or just messes up completely.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Luke is heading down the main straight now to cross the line and do 109.1.
10th of his PB there. Uh, who's on it? Sabetti? Sabetti's
He is on a lap indeed. In the second sector, coming to the split in a few moments. His previous lap time, a 108.1. He's a tenth, almost 2 up on that right now.
gonna be a high 7 it looks like here.
Depends on how much he could gain in that final corner, but coming over the line, it's going to be a 107.8. So he definitely got some time on that final corner then.
Yeah. Anyone else on the lap? I don't think so.
Not unless Luke is on another lap, but he's not. I think it said he was 4 seconds down, so...
4.5 minutes left, and I see Steve out on track and is out lap now.
Abmo is indeed, and he will be the first driver to start his flying lap.
He is.
As he's coming out of the final corner now. Down the main straight, DRS open in towards the Senna S. And now let's see, what can Abmo do? Through turn 1 and 2, and now invalid. What about RP then?
You could see that miles away from his line through there then.
Yeah, it was easy to spot.
Yeah.
But let's see. RP through the Senna is taking a much wider line in that second corner. Obviously not invalidating then. DRS open down towards turn 4. bit wide, but it didn't actually invalidate. Now through this fast right-hander. Then gotta get the car slowed down as quickly as possible there.
Not many people use that outside curb on that fast right there.
Well, the thing is, you can't actually use that much of it, I think.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, I do believe you can use it more than most of them are doing. But I don't think you can use it as much as you think you can there.
Oh.
And also, like, you gotta remember, you have a braking zone right after that corner, so...
Yeah, it's like an instant braking zone.
It could be worse to actually go that far out on the curb, I'm not completely sure. As RP did a 108.3.
Steve's back on the pits.
Yeah.
And I see a Black Phoenix coming out, he's about to start his lap soon.
He is, so we will follow him then.
Coming out quite early, so maybe 2 laps on them tyres. If he has enough time.
He should have enough time to do 2 laps. However, he doesn't want 2 laps on those though with the tire wear.
Yeah.
But now towards turn 4, tiny bit up on his time. Pretty much 100.
Yeah.
Now in towards this fast right-hander and properly getting started on the second sector.
Easy to then curbs a bit, it's rather a bit wide though.
Kind of looked like he got a little bit wide there. And the tiny twitch on the back end there, he's definitely pushing to try and get the best possible lap in. But it's looked a little bit scruffy.
Yeah, it's
as he's almost a tenth down. However, can he gain anything in that final corner then?
I think he's backed off.
He has indeed.
Oh, back in the pit, so he's going to be able to come out again.
He doesn't have time. So Black Phoenix has a 108.2 to rely on then.
Oh, but I was on that glitch again because people are only just coming out now with 45 seconds left.
Okay, maybe...
Maybe he can, if he's quick.
I don't know though, Mark has gone out already and... Well, I mean, Dino has just gone out.
Yeah.
Black Phoenix is still to come out of his pit box. I don't think he will make it then. Terminator invalidates turn 1, so that is his quali over, I would assume. Saberi is out on the mediums. And he has invalidated. Red LM down the main straight right now to finish his final attempt, and it's going to be a 107.9, not actually an improvement.
Alamondi's on his lap, he's coming to the first sector split now, is 10th down already. So he's got work to do in the middle and last sector.
Now we're following Jendrik here as he is in the second sector.
I'll confirm, Dino went to the toilet as of quali.
Yeah, I noticed it too. Oh, as a Haas spins right in front of Jendrik there. Didn't look like it affected Jendrik there, as Jendrik is still 2 tenths up on his lap. Coming out of the final corner. And there will not be a lap more for Black Phoenix, Marshall.
Yeah, Alamonda won't get pole, I don't think, unless...
Jendrik, 107.7 up into 7th place.
Alamonda, oh, he is pole.
Oh, and look at that. Alamonda just about in pole position.
What about Dino? As Dion goes 3rd. Oh, no. Yeah, Dion gone 3rd. Red's gone up to 5th.
But before Dino, I think Steve... Oh, Steve is actually spun in the final corner.
Oh, he has.
That is his quali over then.
It's gone to Mackey's drive-through, it looks like.
But let's see. What can Dino do? He's on the main straight, heading towards the line. Can he take this pole position? It's going to be a 107.
No, he hasn't.
It is not. It's not even close. He's
Yeah.
almost 4 tenths down on his lap there.
I think that's Alejandro on pole, if I'm correct, for the first time this season as well.
Oh, I don't have that good of a memory that I can confirm that, but it might be.
Yeah, that's a factor. Alejandro, well, to be fair, the top 6, top 7's all looking really close. If
Top
8
7
even
is
yeah.
looking really close, yeah. Especially top 4, only separated by 800s, I believe.
Yeah, a few
Yeah.
people are the same point threes.
But it is Alimonda on pole position with a 102,
102,
107.278.
jeez.
Then
It's not
CPI
Austria.
Black Phoenix in second place, just 7,000s behind before we have Dion in third, 700s behind, then Dino in fourth, 800s behind before it's a little bit more of a gap down to Red, and then Erminator in sixth, Jendrik in seventh, Sebedi in eighth, Milam in ninth, then Joel in 10th, before we have RP, Abmo, Luke, Juho, Ibel Hitchison, and
Steve got
Steve
disqualified.
in 16th out.
What?
Oh, he stood still on track for too long, I think.
Oh,
Well, that is a
that
big
could be a
wreck for the
factor.
Ferraris there.
If
Although
he
it,
starts at medium or hard, he could try and hold up
well,
Black
yeah, I
Phoenix if he goes
guess, yeah.
long, maybe. So it could help his teammate, potentially.
Well, possibly.
But right now, his advantage, Black Phoenix.
Indeed.
Black Phoenix would love to get past Adamando at the start.
As the drivers now are making their strategies ready.
What's your prediction, Sanjo, for the race win? Do you think Almanda can keep
Oof.
it? Looking in the spot here.
Race win, that is difficult to say. There is 4 people within 800s there in quali. And to be fair, behind those 4, it's not really that big of a gap down to Red and Erminator either. Or even Gendrick for that matter. So
Yeah.
it's really difficult to say, and I would like to see Alimonda have a race without any issues for once, so I definitely think Alimonda can take it, but it is so difficult to say.
Yeah, I think Alamanda could take it today. Like you said, if he can keep out of trouble. But I think that Black Phoenix, I don't think he's taking any risks today. I think what he wants to do is
Well,
be ahead of Dino.
just so you know, Marshall, your mic is playing up again.
I've got to stream up again.
Well, you gotta stop with that then.
I like reading the chat.
But something else we gotta take into account here too is that there is 4 guys on the alternate strat, and if I remember correctly, alternate strat is actually a really good strategy on this track. And well, I wouldn't say that I'm expecting Abmo, Luke, or Juho to be able to challenge for the win, even though they are on that strat. But Steve, who got disqualified in 16th, could be able to get something working here with that strategy, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, if Steve can keep his nose clean at the start of the race, he could be one to watch at like lap 23, 24 maybe. Maybe a bit sooner. I'm not sure where you pit from mediums. So it's just the easy, medium, soft mediums, or
I
soft
do believe it
hards.
is soft mediums, and for the guys starting on softs, I do believe they're gonna be pitting around lap 12 to 14, somewhere around there.
Yeah. As the drivers are lining up one last time for the season.
One last time indeed, and we have 5 red lights. And away we go.
Here we
There
go.
we go, and it looks like Black
Looks like a
Phoenix
good start.
might have gotten a really good getaway here, as he is on the inside of Mark here.
Oh,
Oh, as Mark loses the back end a little, and Dino goes up into second place. And look at this, Marshall. Dino might actually have a
yeah.
run at Black Phoenix going down to turn 4. And I see somebody off, and
We're
it's a
safe.
virtual safety car. And that is a Betty. Well, that's not the
Ah,
best way to end the season.
did Alamonda pick up damage? I don't think he did. So I think there it's just Alamonda and Black Phoenix just banging wheels, and unfortunately for the Mercedes, it got half spun. I sort
They
of,
might have banged wheels. I didn't notice if they did, but I just noticed that Alimonda lost his back end. But it could have been, as you said, though.
yeah, I think I saw some banging of wheels.
But nonetheless, though, the 2 championship rivals, first and second at the
Cool.
moment, with a gap
Dino
behind
was
them,
standing back of the Black Phoenix then.
and the predicted pit stop strategy just popped up, saying soft to hards. I'm not sure if that is actually a strategy, but it could be.
Maybe, yeah.
As Black Phoenix is leading away with Dino right on his rear.
Oh, so that's a
And
warning for
that is
Dino.
definitely a warning for Dino there.
Yeah. As look at the gap that these two have already got on red. 3.3 seconds.
Yeah, it did look like they got a good safety car restart as well.
But at the early stage, it looks like Black Phoenix is more comfortable with heavier fuel.
Could be he's pulling a little away from Dino here. And Dino can't really afford to lose that DRS range on Black Phoenix.
Yeah,
Unless
the
he
RS is
somehow
huge.
can manage to pull that back in again.
I see Al soon getting close to Jiho as well for P10. And we also got Abmo, RP, and oh, Sandro, look at this, D all the way up to P7.
Oh, well, he could be in a good position right now then.
Yeah,
As Abmo is trying to get a little bit closer to RP on the straight here.
I think Jiho will be getting past Abmo here.
Oh, you're right actually. Juho on the inside can't really
Switch
get the
back.
move done. Goes a little bit into the rear of Abmo, and I think Juho might have picked up a little bit of wing damage there.
No, I can't see any
Or
damage.
maybe no, that was actually that was I will hit you soon behind him. He has wing damage.
Oh. So that's a risky move, I'll hit you
Oh,
soon.
that is a very risky move, especially with a damaged front wing. But is he gonna pull it off though? With those
Yeah.
fresh soft tires, he's managed to make that work.
And Luke is onto the hard, so it looks like he's going to try to take them to the end.
Ooh, 33 laps on hards to the end.
Then we've got
Well,
Dion
he's
getting...
not gonna have fun, I can tell you that.
Yeah. I see Dion getting close to Gendrick now for P13.
Look at this, Black Phoenix has pulled out a 2-second gap to Dino already now.
Yeah, flying. Almondo on pole. See that little half spin, he's down to P4. Let's say he can compose himself and maybe get back at his teammate.
See, I will hit you soon, trying to get closer to.
Oh, he's
Oh,
lost
and
it.
I will hit you soon is in the wall. Unlucky.
Yeah, so that's promoted Ammo back up to the points again.
It has, and I will hit you soon. Will have to pit for a fresh front wing now, which is not gonna help his result here today.
Yeah, virtually for him as well. He lost his wing in just the end of sector 1, so
And I
long
just
way back.
noticed, Marshall, I didn't notice it on lap 1, but Dion has lost a lot of positions. He's down into P14 at the moment.
Yeah, I think Dion got damaged when Alamada half spun and just ran into his side pods. And Steve's
Oh.
pitting. Steve's pitting from mediums.
Oh, well, he probably
There's
has
a ring
damage as
change.
well then.
Yeah. Going on for another set of mediums, but
And that's a shame
that's
for
the car he
Steve, but look
wants.
at this though, Dion quite close to Gendrick here, going down the main straight. Will he make a move for it into turn 1? DRS open, Dion is gonna go for the outside line. Brakes
Yeah.
later and takes the position. And where is Steve right now? He's ahead of the both of them.
P11. Yeah. Got a little scrap here for P5 as well between Milam and Joel.
Well, I have noticed that Joel has been inside his DRS from the beginning, but he's not getting closer though.
Yeah.
Staying around those 7, 9 tenths for him usually all the time.
Maybe he's just happy being dragged along by the Williams.
Could be.
As this is actually the closest battle I've got. Other than Gendrick and Dion, that's still quite close. But Dion and them better softs probably.
Have pulled away.
Yeah. Black Phoenix got a 3-second lead now.
Yeah, I will have to say this isn't the Brazil race you usually get.
Yeah, it's normally like DRS trains, but right now everyone's just like separated.
It's usually multiple DRS trains as well.
Yeah. Give us a safety car.
That's a little early.
Imagine if it's
To
like
be fair,
Brazil
we have
last
had
year in real life.
a virtual already.
Yeah. And I don't think Joel was actually in DRS in.
Oh, there
Oh, it's Steve
might be.
got past Terminator.
And I saw yellow flags in the second sector. I'm not quite
It
sure
looks like
why we got them.
it looks like it's McLaren, but Gendrick's still doing alright. Sveti's obviously out already.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't believe anyone is lapped yet either, so...
no. So when do you think the soft runners will be needing to pit?
Lap 12 to 14, as I said earlier.
Onto the mediums, I guess, then.
Well, I'm a little sure, as the predicted pit stop strategy said lap 13 to 15 and then on to hards.
Oh, we've got another yellow.
But,
I think it's
and that is
Juho.
Juho, I think.
Yeah,
It is.
Juho's.
But I
having
seem
solid
to
racing
remember
points.
though, from when I've raced her before, that like you usually go on to mediums.
Yeah,
So I'm not sure, maybe they'll have to stretch the softs to like lap 16 if that is the case. Or at
yeah,
least
maybe.
15.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do if I was racing right now. Extend them to like lap 15, 16, then the medium should easily make it to the end. As we see Gendrick getting very close to Dion here, coming to start finish.
He is, and he's gonna take the outside line and he's gonna do the exact same move on Dion. No, Dion's gonna fight back. He's gonna retain that position for now, but Jendrik is definitely showing him here that his mediums is starting to be better than the soft tires of Dion.
Yeah, if we've got another yellow, I think that's over here soon. Yeah, he's born at the center S.
Oh. And I will hit you soon. He's not really having the best race of his season.
Yeah, he's being lapped as well from the race leader already.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he's about to be lapped right now.
Yeah. And I gap between Black Phoenix and Dino, 4 seconds now. Dino's just juggling, and it's like...
Yeah, Black Phoenix is really pushing and pulling away right now.
Black Phoenix is really consistent. Like, lap time says Dino gets a penalty.
Now Jendrik is gonna try to make a move on Dion again, however he's a little too far behind and he's also completely out of ERS right now. But
I just saw something tactical. The Mercedes boys have just swapped positions. Red's just let Alamonda pass.
Team tactics.
Yeah.
Alamonda might have more pace than Red at the moment.
Red's definitely got more battery than Alamonda. They maybe Red's like saving his pace for a bit later on in the race. But...
Well, if he is, he's saving it a little too much than Marshall because he's already out of DRS range on Alamonda right now, so I do think Alamonda just simply has better pace than Red at the moment.
And I'm just looking at the gap between Alamonda and Dino. I believe it's like 5.5 seconds. It's now less than 5 seconds. So
It is going down.
right now.
Well, after that rocky start, he probably wants to. Well, I was gonna say into a podium position, but he's already in that.
Yeah.
But it's still only lap 10 and 26 laps left to go, so it is not over.
I think P2 is definitely on the table there with Dino's penalty, and Alamonda is usually quite good at penalties, so keep an eye out with that. As Dino hits.
That is very early. That is either for hards or for a 2-stop then.
But Alamonda and Dino both pit, as Dino is on the mediums.
That's a 2-stop then.
Yeah.
Got to
Alamonda is also in the mediums.
Not too sure about this strategy.
Yeah, I'm not sure either about that.
But it depends though, if Phoenix goes on to the hard tires aren't really great here, so
yeah,
I'm not sure if they're that bad that the 2-stop will be better, but
yeah,
Dino has at least come out in clean air.
Yeah, plus them softwares ahead of him should be pitting in a few laps.
True. However, Alamonda is not in clean air. He's right on the back of Abmo right now. Abmo on his 10-lap-old medium tires.
So he still doesn't need to pit for a while.
He doesn't, but Alamonda is right on his rear, and he's definitely gonna make a move for it on the main straight.
It's gonna be interesting to see what Black Phoenix does. I'm pretty sure Phoenix will go in for hards. Mediums, about lap 15, 16.
I think so too. But let's see then, Alamonda down the main straight, he's catching on Abmo, he's gonna take that inside line into turn 1, and he brakes way later than Abmo and takes the position.
Oh, he sets the fastest lap for the new softs.
That's a little early to start going for fastest lap, if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my god! Terminator!
An Terminator is out!
He's just had a huge crash. We got a
and
VST.
It's a virtual.
Wait, that Phoenix is coming up to the pit lane. Could this be Hamilton and Imola kind of thing? No, he stays out.
Well, in that case, then no.
What about Red? Is Red? Yeah, Red's pitting. Let's say the safety car, VSE, can sail long enough for him. As
Well,
VSEs don't usually last that long.
well, I do believe it's gonna end
As Red
very
goes those
soon now.
hards. Yeah, it's surely in the ending bit now. So I think Eliminator's got a free stop there. Where's Alamonda?
And there it has ended. Alimonda is coming out of turn 3 right now.
Red's ahead.
And Red is ahead then, so he
He's on
did
the hard
gain
too.
on that.
Yeah, I think Alamonda.
But
Unless if he's much quicker.
after these mercs did switch positions earlier, it would not surprise me if Red lets Alimonda go again.
Especially if Alamonda's on the 2-stop.
Yeah. However, though, not a lot of action in this race right now.
Yeah, it looks like Red's pulled over for Alamonda again.
He has indeed.
As Marlon pits from P2. I'm surprised that Phoenix didn't pit, to be honest.
Same.
As
Well,
Marlon got
I did
used
expect the pit
hards.
stop from him there.
Yeah. Because it looks like it's worked quite well for Red. Even if it was the hards, it's still like a free pit stop.
Now Jendrik getting closer to Dion, heading to turn 1. He's looking for it on the inside, but he can't really brake late enough to really go for it. But he is getting a run here though.
Right now.
Into turn 4, he takes the position away from Dion. And I do believe that is just Dion's tires just not being that great anymore.
Yeah. And how long is roughly a pit stop around Brazil?
I have
Because I'm
no
looking
idea.
at the gap between Dino and Black Phoenix is 22 seconds right now. And I think if Phoenix stays out, Dino will probably close in a bit more. As he gets another penalty. That's 6 seconds now for Dino.
Oh, he already had one.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's not gonna help Dino.
It needs a miracle, I think, right now.
As Mark went a little bit out of the grass there after turn 3.
Might be in Bottas' car.
The lawnmower.
Yeah. As to be fair, the hards on Red's Mercedes doesn't look too bad right now. Even with Alamonda, they're fighting in
It
mediums.
doesn't.
As Black Phoenix pits, I'm guessing this is for mediums.
I think so.
And yeah, it is for mediums.
But it is to the end for Phoenix then.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be ahead of Dino.
He is. Dino is coming through turn 1 now.
Yeah, he's way ahead of Dino.
He is still way ahead, but Dino did catch a lot on that undercut. Unfortunately though, Dino won't be able to go to the end, I think.
Yeah, Dino most likely needs to pit again.
Milam though, right on the back of Abmo here. Milam on his fresh hard tires.
Milan down the
Down
inside.
the inside he goes.
Alamonda penalty.
Juho on Stee here, or actually looking at the tires, that might have been Stee who's passed Juho.
Yeah, I just saw that names swap. He's getting closer. Oh no, that's a Renault Valheisu, never mind.
Well, I won't lie, Marshall. The race could have been a little spicier
Ooh.
right now.
Dino's just had a pretty big moment for the center S's, just lost the back end. Almost spun it. As yeah, I think with Alejandro and Dino on the two stop, I think that's putting Red in the net P2 and Milan net P3 right now.
Yeah, but then again, though, the gap from Dino down to Alimonda and
Yeah, to
Milan.
be fair.
Alimonda might struggle to get that podium position today, but I still think Dino is going to take his podium.
Yeah, safety car right now would help. Actually, no, it wouldn't really help Dino because of his penalties, but on strategy it would help him.
Now those 6 seconds is going to make it difficult for Dino here today.
Yeah, it needs a big mistake from Black Phoenix, which when we've seen him in
Well,
past just dominating race like this.
it's not looking likely to happen at the moment.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Black Phoenix, as we mentioned earlier, he has been unfortunate with some silly incidents earlier this season, but
Yeah.
it's usually not calm when he is in the lead by himself.
Yeah, he's finished. Well, to be fair, the only incident I remember was in China. But I don't think he'll risk anything today. As I see Dion getting closer to Jendrick again. These two are just stuck to each other.
They kinda are. They have been going at it since lap 2 this race and still going at it right now.
Yeah. Both are new hards as well, so easily going to the end as Black Phoenix sets another fastest lap, even though he's gone deep there at Senderes's.
Dion right on the rear of Jendrick here.
I was going to look at the chat for a second, see if anything's popping up.
And right now, really only Dion and Jendrick giving us some action there, Marshall.
Yeah, literally the battle for, what's that, P12?
It is, yeah.
It's just, like you said earlier, this is surprising for Brazil. Usually, way more exciting races than this.
Way more drivers closely together as well.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say no to a safety car right now.
Just for some more action, I'd agree on that.
Yeah.
But if we don't get that, then let's just hope Jendrick and Dion keeps this up.
At least they're entertaining us.
Trying to at least. The gap has been extended a little bit by Jendrick right now though.
Yeah. When do you think Dino and Alejandro will need to pit? Probably lap 27, 28, I'd say.
I think they could go longer than that, but I don't think they will. Depending on how quickly the soft tires actually go off though.
Do you think they'll risk it to go to the end?
I don't see the point of that because, well, for Alimonda maybe actually.
He's got nothing to lose really.
But for Dino, he still has a decent gap down to Red and an even better gap down to Milan, so that like he should be able to pull them back in when he pits, but difficult to say.
Yeah. Dale's getting a bit closer to the McLaren or Gendrick again, but not close enough for a move. As actually, I see Steve's getting closer to Joel.
He is, and he is close enough for a move, and he is closing that gap quickly on the straight right now, as he takes that 6th place from Joel.
Yeah, these McLaren drivers needs to pit again soon as well. 15 lap old mediums, as does Juho, to be fair.
Oh, as Abmo is making a move on RP into turn 1. And he takes that position easily.
Yes. And Dion is not really getting closer to Gendrick again. Oh, it's Joel almost loses his own traction then.
Well, wouldn't surprise me if he's pushing to stay with Steve right now. Obviously knowing
Yeah.
Steve will be pitting again.
Great transfer points for today for Joel.
It is.
As Gendrick gets a penalty.
And Abmo looks to have dropped RP now.
Yeah, Reds lost a bit of touch to Alamondo as well. It was moving a second earlier, about 3 seconds now.
Indeed, however, Alimonda though will most likely have to pit again.
Yeah.
However, when we're not sure.
And to be fair to Joel, he's still able to keep up with Steve.
He is, but we gotta remember though that Steve is on 16 lap old medium tires at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Those are far from fresh now.
I see Dion's actually getting closer to Gendrick. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything for here though. No.
They were both looking a little twitchy on the exit there.
Yeah. That McLaren looks like he's got better straight line speeds than the racing for little Dion. So it looks like Dion's gone for a bit higher downforce setup maybe.
Could be. As Luke is in the pit onto a fresh set of soft tires for him. As Dion is getting closer, just not close enough.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Will they spice it up? Who is it? It's old Hazu. I don't think that's going to be a safety car.
Nah, he started moving again now.
Oh, he's just gone sliding into the barriers and lost his wheel. VSC again for the 3rd time this race. Oh. Why can it not be a full safety car? As this is going to benefit, to be fair, Juho and Abmo, who's both in the pits.
True. Could have benefited Dino and Alimonda as well, but they're still a little far away from the pit.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have enough time. No, yeah, back to green flag already. Juho though.
Oh, look at this though.
Oh.
Admo coming out right behind Jendrik and Dion. And Jendrik, is he going to be able to keep this position? Dion
Dion's ahead.
around the outside. And what a stunning move there. Oh, and there's been a little bit of a tap
That's gonna
there.
be a huge crash then. As Alamonda pits for softs. As Steve pits as well.
You know, for a moment, Marshall, it almost sounded like you were surprised by that.
Yeah, I was a bit, to be honest. As Joel
Well,
is up to P5, mine up to P4, so they haven't solid races, but Alamonda is going to be quick in them softs.
oh, he is. But what about Jendrik, though? Is he going to be able to get past Dion again on this main straight? Closing that gap a little bit. He's out of ERS though, and he does struggle a little with getting alongside, but there is... Oh, and they're both around.
Admo's just like, thank
Well,
you very
no,
much.
Dion actually managed to save it. And we oh, as Black Phoenix has gotten a penalty. As Dino now pits.
First set of softs.
Alimonda right on the back of Joel. And it's going to be an easy move for Alimonda as he's already passed Joel.
Let's see where he is compared to Dino. Actually, I think Dino will be miles ahead.
Well, let's see. SD has lagged out. And Dino is far ahead of Alimonda still.
I believe Steve can rejoin now because I think they've patched the game finally.
They have.
So that's promoted Juho up to 7th. He's having a solid race.
True. SD is coming out of the pit now.
This is him as the AI.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot for a moment.
I think Alamonda could still get a podium.
Well, yeah, maybe.
6 seconds of pens, and he should really catch up Milan on them softs.
SD is back in.
Milan can go. Okay. As for me, Dion's a ghost. Oh no, he's alright now. But Dion is all over the Red Bull of Abmo right now.
And
easy move.
Easy move into turn 1.
I see a few drivers ghosted for some reason.
Yeah, Abmo seems like he's ghosted.
Yeah. Dion was ghosted when he's behind Abmo as well. And I don't remember seeing Abmo's name popping up saying he's left.
Me neither.
And I've lost actually my
Timings.
timing. Yeah.
I know, because I've lost it too. I have a few of them right now.
Yeah, I've got Milan, Dino, Alamonda, and Joel.
Same.
Anyway, I see Dino's getting closer to Milan, so keep an eye on that.
Indeed. As was that Dion getting lapped by Black Phoenix, I believe?
You are correct there, yes.
I didn't realize it while it was happening, but it did make sense in the end.
And to be fair, Black Phoenix is struggling to get past him.
He is actually. SD is right on the back of Jendrik now.
Dino is
Almost
closing that
fresh,
gap
soft.
rapidly. I think Red is guaranteed top 3.
Oh, Steve going for a move in the final corner on Jendrik. Couldn't get it done there, but he will take it into turn 1 around the outside.
Jendrik.
Oh,
Jendrik tried to fight
Jendrik does fight it back, but Steve has taken it. However, Jendrik might come back into turn 4.
He's got no battery, but DRS. Oh, bit well banging.
Oh, still side by side.
I remember one time me and Leon
Just noticed that we've lost out on the overtake from Dino on Milam.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you think Milam's gone back at him?
Oh, well, we'll try to catch some of this action then. As we see now,
Yeah.
Dino back in 4th place right behind Milam, however on much better tires.
I remember one time, I think it was in the last game, me and Leon went side by side all lap around Brazil. Such a good fight.
You know, I also remember something about Brazil.
What, Bottle?
He's slow. I'm fast, I don't care. You know what I'm on about, right?
Yeah, yeah. HMFC.
HMFC in, what was it, season 23, 22?
22, 23, yeah.
22, I think.
Yeah. I've launched that.
I've launched that. Dino goes past Milam into turn 1. Is he gonna be able to stay ahead this time though? Looks like he's getting a much better exit out of turn 3 here.
This battle from Milam here is allowing Almonda to get closer.
It is, and look at this, Milam on the outside, Dino on the inside.
It's a great move. No, the traction in the Ferrari. But to be fair, Milam is doing well to defend with them 16 lap old hards.
He is. But just wait for it, Marshall. In a lap, we'll see Milam just launch that.
It'd be funny if he does just send it.
One of the most iconic moments in PSGL. I launched that.
It was so funny.
I'm fast, he's slow, I don't care.
You took out HMFC that race.
What?
You took out HMFC that race as well. He banged wheels,
Well,
he went flying to the barriers.
It was more himself taking himself out.
Yeah.
Because I remember that I just kept my car steady and he just bounced into me. Then into the wall. And he was just like, and Zextra has taken me out.
Yeah.
Then he reported me and it was clear as day when he saw my footage.
Oh, that was just so funny. As Milam's dropping off right now to Dino, but Alamonde is getting closer.
But look at this though. Luke on Jendrik into turn 1. Luke on the outside. Jendrik, is he gonna brake late? He probably wanted to, but he couldn't brake that late.
It looks like he's going for a bit of a switchback here. Got the DRS now.
Could be. He's a little too far behind, I think. Milam has almost managed, he has managed to get himself within the DRS range, but that is barely as well. He's just outside right now.
As Dion's got past RP. It looks like that was a bit of team orders
Oh,
there.
Dion with a small back end
Yeah.
loss there as well.
That's his way of thanking RP, I guess, with a back end loss.
Could be.
As Milan, he's doing well to keep with the Ferrari, but yeah, he's going to be a struggle
Oh,
to get
look
back
at this
into
though.
the DRS now.
Abmo and RP both on Dion here. Abmo can't really get a move going, neither can RP.
Almost lost a bit of his swing. He hit the back of RP. So he's got a bit of damage now, which is allowing Steve to catch up to these.
Oh, what about Luke on Jendrik as well? There's gonna be no move there on this lap.
Alamondi needs to get DRS and Milan as quick as possible.
To be fair, Alamonda could use Milam to get that gap between himself and Dino down now.
Yeah. I know Alamonda's got 1 pen, I think Dino's got 2. I have no idea about Milan.
Oh, I would say he probably has 1 pen.
Yeah, it'd be impressive if he hasn't. As Steve, he's getting close
Black
to
Phoenix
RP.
is pitting.
The gap's probably big enough for the fastest lap, I guess.
Well, it is actually.
Yeah. Yeah, in for softs. He wants to win this in
Now,
style.
let's see here then. Steve on RP going down the straight to turn 4, and Steve is gonna take this position and move himself back up into 9th.
And yeah, Black Phoenix ahead of Red on the fresh soft, so he wants that fastest lap. He wants to win this with a Grand Slam pole, win, and fastest lap. Sorry, he didn't get pole, did he? Adamonda did. My bad.
He did. So, you kind of butchered that one, Marshall.
Yeah, as I always do. As Alamonda is finally in DRS and Milan. But he's hoping probably right now, and Milan doesn't fight him as hard as he did against the Ferrari of Dino.
Oh, look at this 3-way fight at the back though. Jendrik is really close to Abmo right now, and he's probably going to make a move going into turn 1. Jendrik goes for the inside on Abmo in turn 1.
He's got it.
And he's got the move done.
Alamonda on the main straight. Can he get past Milan into turn 1?
Oh, Luke's going past Abmo into turn 4.
Milan is fighting it. I rate that for Milan.
It doesn't look like his tires has enough to fight with.
Yeah, right now, the gap between Dino and Alamonda, 2 seconds, 2.2 now, and the final lap. As I think, there's not really much going on, so should we watch Black Phoenix?
We will watch Black Phoenix now as he's in the lead in his Alfa Romeo on his way to take his first PSGL championship. Out of the final corner now, just the main straight left between him and the finish line. And over line, it's going to be CPI Black Phoenix who takes the win here in Brazil and takes the driver's title as well. As we then see Red spinning over the line. And he's actually lost the position to Dino on that. And Alimonda in second. Mila in fourth in the end. And Red didn't actually get classified there.
I don't think he lost the line.
Oh, because he DNF'd before he went over the line. Oh, and that is a huge rip. And now Joel into fifth then.
Wait, so Juho's gonna get P6? What a drive from Juho.
It looks like it, and that must be Gio's best result of the season, I think.
Yeah.
As he crosses the line to take 6th place. Now Dion is gonna cross the line to take 7th place in a moment, with Steve right behind him as well.
I
Steve
can't
is
wait to
gonna
see the
take
chat.
8th. Now Jendrik, and look at this, behind Jendrik, RP and... Oh, there's slipstream
Oh,
party
Luke gets
between RP
points.
and Luke, and the last point went to Luke, I believe.
I believe so. Yeah. And Red said, that's what I get for showboating.
Slight miscalculation there, I think.
I remember seeing that one time. It was Australia. I forgot who it was. Remember? He was leading a race and he binned it before the start finish. I forgot who it was.
I think I know what you're on about, but I can't remember either.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Black Phoenix takes the win, fastest lap, championship. He must be buzzing right now.
Only thing missing today was the pole position.
Yeah. Almonte as well. That not the best of start, but recovering back to P2, he must be chuffed as well.
Yeah, Alimondo looked like he was going to be on for a good race today with that pole position, but then didn't look too comfortable in turn 1 and 2. Lost a few positions, but he manages to fight his way back up into 2nd. Then in 3rd we have Dino finishing 2nd in the Drivers' Championship in the end, before Milam takes 4th today. Then Joel in 5th, Juho in 6th, Dion in 7th, RP in 8th, Steve in the 2nd Ferrari in 9th, then Luke in 10th. Then Jendrik, Abmo, Red who actually DNF'd in the end then, and I will hit you soon also with the DNF, same with Erminator and same with Seberi, who... Well, Seberi, I don't think he didn't get past lap 1, did he, Marshall?
I don't think so, no.
And I can see that user 1 says Jared is really, really slow.
I agree with that.
I have a feeling I know who that is. But then I'll just wait for you to try and get the drivers on the podium in, and also Black Phoenix and Dino.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Sebastian can join as well, the league admin.
Indeed.
Okay, so we've got the championship and race winner here.
Oh my god.
Let's see if we can get anyone else in. We should get Alamonda, Sabetti, Dino. Am I missing anyone? No, I don't think I am. Let's see if we can get any more. Surely not only one person joining. Let's hit the Discord. Dino. Oh, what have I done here? Oh, my bad. Alamonda and Dino's just joined. Hello.
He did.
Hello.
Hello.
So we're just waiting for Betty, if you can join. See if we can get the league admin in quickly. Would have been nice if we got Matt in as well, but I don't think he'll be on.
Well, I'd say that you could just go ahead and start with third place, Marshall.
Yes, so Dino,
Yes.
it's not the championship tonight, but you gotta be proud of yourself of this season and a strong race again today. How are you feeling right now?
A little bit gutted, but Phoenix deserves it. He's been fastest driver all season.
Yeah, would you say the penalties cost you at the end? Or do you think it's just raw pace at the end of the
Raw
race?
pace. Raw pace. I had no ball. Phoenix was a lot faster. I just couldn't keep up with him. I took a bold move on doing the two-stop. It's not worked out, but shit happens.
Yeah, me and Sanjay was a bit confused about the two stops today. Because it's usually quite easy soft mediums. So we're surprised to see a two stop. Or
Yeah.
two stops, to be fair, from you Alemania as well. But,
Yeah, I had no choice, but we'll get to that.
yeah, it still works for you both. Two stops, still top three, so good race for you both.
Yeah.
And Dino, coming to if you're staying for next season, what's your hopes for next season? Do you think you could do one better, or
I'd like to. It depends on what league placements happen next season and what happens from it all.
that's a good point. Yeah, because Black Phoenix is most likely going up if you can do the days.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Sandro, do you know how many people go up per tier?
Well, I mean, it's usually not a set amount of people moving up. It's usually just like they look at who's finished high up and also who among those who has been much quicker than the rest of the grid. So it could be none or it could be 4.
Yeah, at least Black Phoenix
Phoenix
is
will definitely
guaranteed
go
to
up.
go up. Yeah. If you can do the days, of course, but
Yeah, true.
Well, 1 tier
yes.
up is today, Marshall.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're right about that, Sandro. So, Dino, so obviously you feel gutted, but do you feel proud of yourself of this season at all? No, I think you should. You've drove a mega season.
Yeah, I'm massively happy with myself. My first equal season that I've done on PSGL, and to finish second.
Yeah, and obviously don't forget the Constructors' Championship. You did wrap that up with a Steel last race.
Yes, true.
So, at least you won the championship.
Yeah, I've won a championship. I'll take it. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. And, I thought I was going to ask now. I always do this. Sanjay, do you want to, carry on? Because see if I can remember my question. Oh,
Well,
that
sure.
bugs me.
Well, I don't really have any questions for this season, do you know? But still, though, second place in the championship in the end, and I don't know if you've planned to sign up for next season again.
Yeah, I've signed up ready. I've signed
Well,
up.
in that case, my question is then, what your goals are going into the next season, depending on if you'll still be in this tier or if you move up, for that matter.
Yeah, I think if I'm still in this tier, if I can go for the title again and be one step higher, I'll be happy with it. But I will happily settle for top 5 in any league, no matter what.
Fair enough, fair enough. And How do you feel about your teammate this season
That's my
in the end as
question.
well?
It's remembered.
Yeah.
Just not in time though.
Yeah.
But yeah, on to the question. How do you feel about your teammate? Will you still have him as your teammate next season if that is a possibility, or?
Uh, yeah, I'll probably still be teammates with him. Obviously, it depends on what happens, but he's done well in the races that he's not had problems. He's had a lot of unlucky races this season. Uh, he's had DNFs, he's had crashes, he's had internet connection issues.
Oh
It's been a
yeah.
tough season. It's been a tough season for him, but I know next season he'll come back stronger.
Well, if he'll come back stronger, do you think he'll challenge you for the title then? If you're both fighting for it, for that matter.
Maybe, yeah. I think there'll be if if majority of the drivers are still in the same league. I think you could probably have what four maybe into next season that are fighting for it.
Well, I think there can definitely be 4, maybe even 5 or 6 that can fight for it. It all goes down to consistency, I think, and that's where you and Phoenix have, well, kind of crushed the others in the end. You've both stayed much more out of trouble. Always been up there, even though I would say that quali has let you down a little this season. But
Yeah,
onto
quali's let me
that though,
down.
for next season, is quali gonna be like a focus for you to do better in, or?
Eh, yeah, I'll probably focus a bit more on quali, get higher grid slots. But if my race pace is fast, I'll happily take it.
Fair enough. Well, that was all my questions. So just congratulations on the constructors title on 3rd place today
Yeah,
and
yeah.
on 2nd in the championship again.
Yeah,
And
congrats to Phoenix. Obviously, it's been a long season, mate, and you've deserved it. I know it's an emotional thing for you right now, but mate, honestly, your brother will be proud of you. You've
Thank you.
deserved this. You've deserved this all season, and I'm honestly happy that it's gone your way. To be honest, I wasn't that fussed, but pace-wise, you've been faster. You've come back after downfalls in the season. But after Bahrain, you said that it was over. You've come back. You've won the last 3 races in a row. You've not given up. You've deserved it, mate.
Thank you. I'm out of words.
Don't blame me, mate.
Great sportsmanship. Love that.
amazing to see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great driving, fighting with you. Well, I didn't have the chance to fight you on track, but
Yeah, we didn't have much fights, but
you kept pushing me.
yeah,
Always trying to find my limit, and you just punch in 14 races in the points.
yeah.
Oh,
And with that, I will say good luck to you, Dino, for next season, no matter what tier you'll be in. And maybe we'll see you again.
Yeah, hopefully.
Then, do you want to
That was,
move on to 2nd place, Marshall, or do you just want
yeah,
me to start?
I also Alamanda. So, Alamanda, firstly, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. That was a strange race because it was almost completely destroyed on lap 1. But yeah, got P2 in the end. Easily the best pace I've had all season. I mean, the pole lap wasn't actually perfect, so I messed up sector 1, but made up for it in the final 2 sectors. So yeah, because I was half spun and then that just ruined my tyres, so I had to do a 2-stop. Um, so I just, yeah, I was very frustrated, so I just put in loads of good laps, and in the end, penalties got me P2.
was it something
Yeah.
to do with me going to turn 1 or 2?
I don't know. I I think you just slightly outbraked yourself, but it was just a racing incident. I don't think it was. I was surprised it spun me, to be honest, because it wasn't big contacts, and it also wasn't like an acute angle where you like. I was literally wing to wing, so I don't know why I spun. To be honest, it was weird, unless because I was just turning in that direction and the car kept going that way. But yeah, I don't blame you for that. I think it's just cold tires and all that. But yeah, I think what happened on the virtual safety car was like the first one that was more unfortunate because the virtual safety car and you have to brake straight away. My teammate then accidentally overtook me and then unwisely tried to let me back through, which he shouldn't have done, and that slowed everyone down, and then that's why everyone just piled up into each other. Um, didn't really appreciate getting blamed for that after the race, but there you go. But P2, it's fourth in the championship after that. So yeah, really good. I mean, the top two have been so consistent this season. They've had so many podiums between them. But yeah, I think Phoenix overall deserved the championship. Definitely the fastest, most races. I think without some strange incidents such as Italy, I think he would have had a more comfortable lead. But it's nice it goes to the final race. But yeah, big congratulations to Phoenix, and I'm sure he'll be going up to a higher tier, which he's certainly quick enough for.
Yeah, and oh, sorry, Alamanda, at the start, it's just from my point of view, it looks like it's just a bit of wheel banging, which happens at center S's. It's quite a narrow, quick corner, so
Yeah,
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 it looks
no,
like it's just a
exactly.
bit of wheel banging, and it's a bit unlucky
I
for.
was surprised it spun me because it wasn't really a heavy impact, and again it was wing to wing, so it wasn't as if he hit me on the side and I was slightly ahead, which can cause a car to spin around. It was a weird one. It kind of reminded me of like something that would happen on F1 2016, which didn't have as good a contact model where you spin over anything, any slight bit of contact. Kind of reminded me of that. Luckily, no damage, and I was able to straighten it up and keep going. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to report that because it's racing incident as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I agree, and we saw a couple of times with your teammate that he let you past. Was that planned? Was he in the party with him?
I don't. Well, he was trying to let me back through under the virtual safety car, so yeah, he let me back through, which was fine. I mean, I had more pace. I definitely had better pace than him today, unlike last week where he had an amazing debut. So yeah, I mean, he unfortunately binned it right on the finish line. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I mean,
it
he's gonna be one to watch for next season. That's for sure.
yeah. I was watching. It was kind of waving to like show better across the line, and he just lost it and went straight into the wall. And I don't think he crossed the line. So
No, he didn't. He did a frizzo. If anyone remembers that.
yeah, was that the Australia one?
Yeah, the
Yeah, yeah.
infamous
Me and I just talking about that.
F3 incident. One of PSGL's classic
Yeah,
moments.
that was funny, and obviously that helped him to get P2. So for next season, well, firstly, are you saying anything for next season? Still racing?
Yeah, next season. Yeah, I've learned a few things this season. I think there were a few races where my usually high standard racecraft was just suddenly dropped. So I've been working on that. I've been doing loads of sprint races just to get my awareness back up again. And yeah, I think that's rewarded with some good points in the last 2 rounds. After what was a nightmare 5 races before that. I mean, the China incident still haunts me because that was entirely my fault. Um, but yeah, I mean, fourth in the championship. I mean, I was looking at top 5 for the championship going into this, so I can be pretty satisfied. I'm happier now that I've had a strong end to the season. I think if I hadn't had those 2 strong races, it would have been more of a season to forget. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what tier I'll be in next season. I'd imagine I'm not quite quick enough to go up, but we shall see. Brazil is one of those very strong tracks for me, but most of the time I'm probably still going to be, around, the back end of the top 5, top 6, most races.
Yeah, if you do stay in this tier for next season, what's your hopes for it? And do you feel more motivated for next season to try and do better?
Yeah, I mean, I think consistency. I mean, I had a pretty decent first half of the season, won a race at Italy, and then it just collapsed after that. So I think keeping a good level throughout the season, trying to beat the points totals I've got, and then seeing where I end up, maybe getting more podiums, because I think I lost a lot of podiums, some through unforced errors, others through the poor driving of others. But I think consistency is the important thing, and that's part of the reason why Dino and Phoenix amassed so many points, even when they weren't on it pace-wise. They just brought it home for good results. Dino in particular, I mean, he ended up with more podiums than anyone else this season.
Yeah, me and Sanjay always mention this most weeks. Consistency is a huge factor of the championship fight. So consistency is massive for next season. So if you get consistent, consistently top 5, top 6s, do you think you could challenge the top 3 championship if you stay in this tier?
I don't know. I really don't know. It really depends what tier it's made up. But I think I showed today that on my day I'm capable of challenging for the top positions. Ironically, I think I think it's been one of the best seasons I've had for qualifying. To be honest, I've had so many really good qualifying sessions, which is unusual for me. It's usually the other way around. So if I can go and build on that and then just convert more results, then who knows? But it's a shorter season, and there's some interesting tracks we haven't been to before on this game. Monaco, for example, is one I'm looking forward to, because I don't fear Monaco. Most people shit it before they even get there.
Yeah.
But I usually get good results there because I just treat it as another race, and I enjoy the challenge.
Yeah, if you're in pad as well at Monaco, it's just a big rip for you.
Yeah, well, the hairpin's a bit of a nightmare on the pad, to be fair.
Yeah. So, again, I forgot what I was going to say. Wait, yeah, that's it. Have you thought about season of like your team, or what car you'll be in next season, or your teammate?
Yeah, I may stick with Reds for next season, but again, not going to discuss that until we know what leagues we're in. It's pointless sort of deciding teammates at this point until we know the season 27 placements.
Would you like to say Mercedes again, or do you think that's been a bit too unlucky for you? Would you like to move away?
Well, I'm usually not one to be in the same car season after season. Looking back at my season stats, I'm always in a different car each season. Yeah, I mean, I'd fancy like something different, like a Red Bull or Racing Point or something like that. But again, we'll see what happens. Obviously, whoever my teammate is will have a say on that. But yeah, it's been a good second season of Mercedes. Like the last one, a win. So yeah, we'll see what happens, won't we?
Yeah, definitely. And I remember, I forgot what season it was, but yeah, that championship fight with yourself and Jaruru and using the Ferrari. So maybe Ferrari's the car for you.
Well, did win the constructors with Ferrari last time. I was on Thursday Night League. So yeah, of course, part Italian, so driving for Ferrari or Alfa Romeo would always be nice. So
Plus you won in Italy as well, so...
Yeah, that was pretty special. I have to admit, that was pretty special. Of course, it was a bit fortunate, the guy crashing on the last corner, which I've never seen anyone do before, in terms of being in position to take full advantage of it. But yeah, it's been a mixed season, but I think overall I can be quietly satisfied with that.
Yeah, for sure. Sanjay, you get your questions for Alamanda quickly?
I don't really have any questions. You've covered it all for me, so all I can just say is just congrats on the P2 today, and good luck for next season. Also congrats for the P4 in the championship.
Thanks.
And it's looking like you're going strong, Marshall, so I'll just let you continue with Black Phoenix then.
I do talk quite a lot.
Indeed.
Black Phoenix, firstly, congrats on the title and the win. Are you here?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm just out of words.
It's
been a tiring season.
Yeah, it's been a long season this season. 14 rounds, isn't it? This season.
Yeah, 14 rounds. But the stress, especially after China, it just blew me. It was I kicked myself after that. It was just due to my own mistake. And then Bahrain, I saw that it's over. I already said it in Discord. So then I decided to take the last 3 races, take them in a different approach. Just think about each race, focus in practice, and just try to get it. I can't believe I did it. It's unbelievable. To be
You
back
did it
from
in style as
16 point
well.
deficit. Yeah, to be back from a 16-point deficit. Oh my God, I'm out of words. I wanted to say thank you to everybody in PSGL, to you guys, you've been amazing, to Dino, to Alimonda, to everyone, with just respects to everyone. And I want to thank my team, CPI. They've been behind me all the time, giving me support, tips and tricks, what to do. And finally, I just wanted to dedicate this to who.
Yeah.
I hope he's proud of what I've done today. Repeating what he did 7 years back, it's just. I think
It'll be buzzing for you right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And to win in style tonight, right, I think you had like a 20 odd second lead, then me and Sandra noticed you pitted for a set of softs for the fastest lap. Like, the confidence to do that in yourself, to get fastest lap, you must be like, dreaming.
actually my tires. I had a little bit of worry about puncture because my tires were like with 3 laps to go, 2 laps to go. They were at 65% front. I had like 22 seconds, 23 seconds worth of gap. I said, well, take the safe side and pit for the final lap and try to get the fastest lap. So it was more of a cautious move to avoid puncture. Because I tried to extend the first stint on the softs
Yeah.
as much as I could, and luckily with 2 VSCs, I managed to cool down the tires and manage breathing space with the tires. So yeah, one stop was the goal, but strangely the front right was a worry for me, especially on the medians. But yeah, even in quali, Ali took it from me by unbelievable 7th out of a second.
It was
I had
close in
like
quality.
I had more pace in me. I bottled the second and the third attempt and simply aborted that. So, but luckily, starting on the inside line was the right thing to do because taking that apex in turn one is good to give the gap on the outside and try to have a good exit from turns 2 and 3. I'm sorry for Ali if I ruined his race by I don't know, because on my screen everything was clean. I gave the right space on the inside on going to turn 2 and 3, and all of a sudden I see a warning that causing a collision with Alimon, so it was strange.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's a racing incident, so I got no issue with it.
That's a bit of a relief. But but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, I was raging, obviously, but that's just who I am. I always,
It's the Italian blood in you.
It is, yes, it does come out, unfortunately. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Yes. Well, as they said, the Italian blood in you. But I guess the Italian blood has some kind of a rage. they start cussing in the Italian language. I don't know those words. I don't know if I can say them on stream. So I know a couple, but yeah. But come back and finish after the.
Thank you, Law. That's what I'd say.
I have no
Okay.
idea what that means.
Neither do I.
Fanculo.
Someone's gonna be talking Norwegian soon.
That's right.
Ah, you know me. I prefer to talk English, so.
Sanjay, you got any quick questions for the championship winner?
Well, about this season, I think you've covered the most of it, and so all I can ask is next season and Black Phoenix. I don't know if you've signed up already or.
Yeah, I did sign up, but I'd like to have another challenge. I've been having an eye on the performance, and I'd like to take it further, see what I can do over there.
Well,
Maybe some,
in that
because yeah.
in that case, then I'm wondering what your goals for next season will be, depending obviously of where you will be and in what tier you'll be, of course.
Yeah, I don't mind in going up to a faster tier. It will be a challenge. Instead of having a one Dino, I'll have like 10 Dinos. So
I wouldn't say that's the case. If you move up, it's usually a little faster, but also the same amount of bottles. I know from experience, being one of them. But if you move up to a tier like F10, F9, possibly F8, is the goal still going to be to fight for the championship, or?
I'll see what happens then. Goal is always to have fun, drive as fast as I can, bring back solid point, and see how it goes. I never think about the final result. I think about how to get to the final result, and that's how I did it this season. In China and Bahrain, it was more of a lack of some focus. Bahrain, lucky China to my own weekend. But yeah, how you do it is my focus. It's not if I would do it or if I have to do it. So, depends.
Fair enough. Probably some good advice for a lot of drivers there. I think. Nonetheless, though, you did mention FP there. So,
Yeah.
like, what do you expect for? Well, obviously, we don't know if you'll get a full-time seat in FP yet, though. I don't know how stacked that is. I know it's been pretty stacked in the past, but if you do get a full-time seat there, though, like, what do you expect from FP? Like,
From FP, it depends on which car I end up. So, but again, it's more of a challenge because if you're in a slower car, but you need to be faster than the ones in the faster cars, it's sort of that challenge by itself. So I'd like to have a taste of it. I thought of the ideas if I can join a race or two in the FP, but I prefer to focus on what I'm doing currently. So.
that is fair enough. That was my last question, though, so now I'll just say congratulations on the title in the end, also on the win today, a dominant win in the end, even though it looked really close in quali. And good luck for next season, no matter if it is FP or whatever tier you get placed in the end as well.
I guess that's fate.
And with that, Marshall,
Yes,
this has been our final commentary in PSGL.
it has. Yeah.
Kind of weird to think about. It is a few seasons since we
It's
started now.
been 5, 6 seasons, maybe. Actually, no, probably not that long, but 4 or 5 seasons.
It's been 4 or 5, I think. 5 maybe.
Yeah, it's been a good while.
It's been a good while, and there's been lots of good memories.
Very
And
good, funny memories as well.
today's race is definitely gonna go up there. Like we mentioned earlier, we hadn't have a title go that much to the line, that closely. It's been a
1
first,
point into it. Right.
and still, even with Black Phoenix winning a race today, still not gonna be more than, is it 7 or 8 points separating them after today, something like that.
Yeah, probably something
I
like that.
believe it's 8 points.
So single digits in the end. But anything more you'd want to add?
Just thanks to the league for letting me and Andre commentate this for so long as well. It's been really good fun. And thanks to all the admins we had, Blue Jean, Matt, Sabetti, all being great. So yeah, it's going to be weird not to do anything on Thursdays now.
Well, I will have to say it is gonna be a little weird to have that free time. However,
Yeah.
with the amount of speed I am just dropping down the grids nowadays, who knows? Maybe I'll be racing on Thursdays at some point.
Yeah.
Well, my fiance will be happy now that Thursdays are empty.
But it's been some good seasons. But with that, then nothing more to add for you, Marshall.
No, that's about it, really.
Then I would also just say thank you to the directors giving us the chance, the league admins we've had. You mentioned Blue Jean, Matt, and Sabetti. I do think there was one more as well, but I can't remember.
Was
And
RDA? No.
no, I don't think he was an admin. And for anyone who wants to watch some more racing before we go off as well, make sure to check out PSGL F10. They're on lap 18 right now, so halfway into the race for them. With that, this has been PSGL F11 round 14 in Brazil. Race and title won by Black Phoenix in the end. I'm in Sonru Soraug, together with Luis Marshall for comms this season. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and maybe we'll see you guys again sometime. Good night.
Never say never.